examining correlation, association between variables. It's merely the preliminary analysis. What can be the main analysis? What can be the main analysis? Regression. Yeah, so today we are going to talk about regression. When talking about regression, we have to resolve one important issue. We have a very special type of variable. It's very special. So because it's a special type, we have to operationalize, or we have to handle this type of variable in a special way. You know, we have a categorical variable. You know, categorical variable representing different types, right? Different types. This is categorical. For example, you're international students, and I ask you, where are you from? So I give you several options. You're from Europe, you're from Asia, you're from Africa, North America, South America. Yeah, so your origin, Asia, Europe, Africa, representing different categories, right? Yeah, these types of variables, which we call categorical variable, is what we say just now, a special type of variable. It's very special, and I will tell you how special it is later. And you know, categorical variable also has two types. One is it can represent external. No. So one type of categorical variable, it can represent different levels. It can represent different levels. You think of an example, this type of a categorical variable. For example, your academic background, bachelor, master, doctor, do they represent different categories? Yes? Bachelor, master, doctor, of course, they represent different categories, right? Do they also represent different levels?
Yes.
Yes. Doctor is academic degree higher than master. Master is a academic degree which is higher than bachelor. Where did you get it? The office.
Yes.
Thank you. You are always there.
Yeah.
Okay. So this type of categorical variable, they can represent different levels. Yeah, but we have another type of categorical variable that represent different levels. Think of an example like that. For example, African students, European students, Asian students, they nearly represent students from different regions, right? They do not represent any difference in levels. They are equal, right? Now, merely representing different regions. So this type of categorical variable doesn't represent any differences in levels. So one type, representing levels. The other one, not representing different levels. Okay, these two types. Which of the two is the special one? This is the special one. This is the special one. Why it is special? Because the software will automatically interpret the numbers representing different levels. For example, you use 1 to represent bachelor. You use 2 represent master. You use 3 represent doctor. So I may interpret this data 3 higher than 2, 2 higher than 1. Is that interpretable? Of course. It's right, right? Yeah, of course. Just because doctor higher than master, master higher than bachelor, right? Yeah, so it's correct. It's correct. So what the software interprets, what the software operate is correct. But when I use, for example, when I use 1 to represent Asia, when I use 2 to represent Africa, I use 3 to represent Europe. The software also see 3 larger than 2, 2 larger than 1, right? But the thing is that Europe is not higher than Asia. Asia is not higher than Africa, right? So in this case, what the software interprets the data is not correct. Do you understand me? Yeah. So if you treat the data of this type, you treat this data in a normal way, which will generate misleading conclusion. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Anyone has problems with the variable? Good. Maybe I can continue. So it's special. Maybe we can have many more examples like this. Gender, right? Male, female. You can see here. This is gender, right? In this gender, we have two numbers. One represents male, two represents female, right? They belong to this type of variable, right? Yeah, we call these nominal scale. Nominal scale. What is nominal scale? Representing different categories, but they do not represent different levels, merely different categories. There is no differences in levels. This is nominal scale. You can see here. You can see here, we have different scale types. Yeah. Scale, ordinal, and nominal. Yeah, nominal is one of them. One of them. Yeah. For more examples, gender, male, female, they are equal, merely representing different gender. Right? Yeah. What else? For example, majors. Yeah. You major in education. They major in psychology. They major in business. So education, psychology, business, they merely represent different categories. They do not different levels. Yeah. Okay. Now we understand this, right? Yeah. Okay. So here we have two numbers in gender. Two numbers in gender, 1 and 2. SPSS will automatically think in here 2 is larger than 1, which is not correct, right? So that's the reason we have to treat this type of data, this type of scale in a special way. That's the reason. Otherwise, the software will think 2 is higher than 1. But in here, female is not higher than male. So if we do not treat it in a special way, the data analysis will generate misleading result. Yeah, that's why. That's what. That's why. Okay, so now we know one thing. We have to treat this type of nominal scale. In regression, we have to treat nominal scale in a special way. What it is? How special? we call it we call it dummy variable. What does it mean? It just means we have to transfer. We need to transfer nominal scale to variable, to dummy variable. This is the special way. We transform nominal scale into dummy, What is dummy? How does it look like? What is dummy variable? Pay attention. So here, in this column, gender, in this column, we have two numbers, right? We have two numbers. We have two categories. Two numbers, 1 and 2. Two categories, male and female. So all the categories are combined in a single column, right? Male, female in this single column. Now I'm going to change this variable into two separate variables. One specifically representing male. The other one specifically representing female. Now, currently, male, female in one variable, right? But now I want to change it to two variables, two separate variables. One specifically representing male. The other one specifically representing female. Yeah. That's dummy variable. When we create the two variables we create are called dummy variables. Dummy variables. So here, gender, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is gender, right? This is nominal scale. So I want to change it to a dummy variable for male. I want to change it to the dummy variable for female. Yeah. So in the male dummy variable, in the male dummy variable, all males are labeled as what? In the dummy variable for male, all males are labeled as what? All others will be labeled as 0. As 0. In the dummy variable for female, can you take a guess how it looks?
1, 0.
Yeah, so all females in this dummy variable, all females will be labeled as what? All others will be labeled as 0. 0. This is the simple version of the type. For example, in this gender, in this one, if it is 1, I know it is male, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it will, in this dummy variable for male, it will be 1 because it is male, right? In this dummy variable for female, it will be 0. Yeah. For this person here, because it's female, in the dummy for male, it will be 0. In the dummy variable for female, it will be 1. Yeah. So in this way, we can create the nominal scale into dummy variables. Is that clear? I already tried my best. Yeah. Later, I will explain how. Now you just try to understand what it is. Then I will explain how. Okay. Can you tell me which is nominal scale in this data? Besides gender. Age. Of course, age is represented by different groups, but the different groups representing different levels, right? Yeah. So 6 higher than 5, right? Yeah, 5 higher than 4. Which is nominal. Major, right? We have 3 groups. These 3 groups do not represent different levels. Yeah. So this is also a nominal scale. Try to think how it will look like. How it will look like when it's transformed to nominal scale. Major. How it looks like. Imagination. Look like. For example, major. So in major, So in major, we have three numbers. We have three numbers. 1, 2, 3. Physics, social sciences, and life sciences. Yeah. So we have to create how many? Three dummy variables, right? Yeah. One is representing physics. The other one is representing social science. Third one represents life sciences, right? For this dummy variable, all the students majoring in physics will be labeled as 1, right? All the others, 0. All the others, 0. For the dummy variable for social science, all the students major in social science will be labeled as 1. All the others, 0. Right? Yeah. For dummy variable of life science, all students majoring in life science will be labeled as what? All the others will be 0. This is dummy variable. Okay. So ask me and more. I already tried that to explain what it is. Okay. Everybody clear? What it is? Yes. Okay. So next question. How to transform? How to transform? Now I show you how. Either you go to transform, then you can see recode into different variables. Recode into different variables. Which means in here, we can recode original data into new data. Okay, we open it. Now, I want to transform gender, this nominal scale. I want to transform gender into dummy variables. First, I transform gender to male. I transform gender to male. So first of all, I put gender in here because it's creating a different variable, a new variable. So you have to give it a name. So you name it male. Then you change. See here, I change gender to male. Change gender to male. Next, I open old and new values. I open it. Now I'm changing gender to male. But the old value is 1. The new value should be the old value 1 representing male value. Now I'm creating male. So the new value should be 1, right?
Yes.
1. So I add it. Now 1 has been changed to 1. Why? Because this new dummy variable is for male. Right? Male in the original data. Male is represented by 1, right? In the new dummy variable, male is represented by 1, right? So 1 changed to 1, right? Yeah. Okay. But the old value is 2. The new value should be 0. The new value should be 0, right?
Right.
Should be 0. Because in this dummy variable, all the others should be 0. Right. Now it's done. So I will continue. And continue and OK. Okay, so here you can see a new variable. You can see a new variable, a dummy variable for male. A dummy variable for male. In this dummy variable, we have 1 and 0. 1 representing a specific type, category, which is male. 0 representing all the other types, all the other categories. So this is male. This is male. Now I'm creating the other dummy variable for female. Again, gender. Now the new name should be female. Should be female. Okay. How do we change values? Here, when the old value is 1, the new value should be 0. When the old value is 1. Why? Because now we are creating this dummy variable for female. So when the old value is 1, it is representing male. So in this dummy variable, it should be 0. So 1 is changed to 0. Okay. But the old value is 2. But the old value is 2. The new value should be 1, right? The old value is 2 because 2 represents female. 1 is for this dummy variable for female. It should be changed to 1. because what represents this type. Okay, so old value 2 has been changed to the new value 1. Okay. So now I have 2 dummy variables for gender. 2 dummy variables for gender, male and female. So I like grouping the same together, so I can cut them. And position them after gender base. So you can see here. This is the original gender. This is 2 dummy variables for gender. Okay. That's how we do it. Is that clear? Is that clear? Yeah. Right. Right. So, in the same way, try to transform major into dummy variables. Now you can do it. Yeah. Transform major into dummy variables. If you feel confused, take a look at this part. 1 minute. Many of you asked me how to group the dummy variables together with gender. How to group them together? It's very easy. So for example, we often want to move the variable. For example, I want to move E in front of A. In front of A. For example, so simply I just create a new variable after mother education or in front of A. I create a new variable. This is blank, right? It's blank. So I cut E. I paste E in here. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. You have 3 minutes. Yeah, that's right. That's right. What? You want to together this feature. That's what I did. You for example, male and female cut them. Insert there. Oh, no. It's that the new variable is in front of gender. Yeah, again. Do it again. Then you paste. That's it. What? Why is this? Well, how do you create this data? It's too much. How do you do that? Okay, so now we can do it together. So I want to transform major because it has 3 categories. So we need to transform major into 3 dummy variables. Where is it? Yeah, here. So 1, 2, 3. 1 representing physics. 2 representing social science, 3 representing life science. Okay, now I transform. Okay, recode. Standard, major, yeah, here. So I use P. I use P to represent physics. So I won't type so many letters. So I just use P. Can't see anything. P. Yeah, it's that, right? Yeah. Okay, I remove the original values. Okay. Now, because I'm creating the new dummy variable for physics, so when the old value is 1, the new value should be 1. Good. When the old value is 2, the new value should be 0. When old value is 3, the new value should be 0. That's it. That's it. So this is for P. Is this P? Yeah. Okay, next. Now I'm creating the dummy variable for social science. X. Now I'm creating the dummy variable for social science. When the old value is 1, the new value should be 0. When the old value is 2, the new value should be 1. When old value is 3, the new value should be 0. Okay. This is for social science. Now I'm creating the last dummy variable, life science. L. So for life science, the old value is 1. The new value should be 0. Old value is 2. The new value should be 0. But the old value is 3. The new value should be 1. Okay. Okay. So now you can see the 3 dummy variables for the 3 categories of major. One specifically representing physics and engineering. S specifically representing social sciences and humanities. L specifically representing life sciences. The 3 dummy variables. Okay, good. You're clever. So now I'm trying to do the next one. I want to move them and group them together with Major. Yeah. So I cut them. And I create 3 new ones after major. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Paste. Yeah. So you can see. So you can see now we have 3 type information. We have 3 dummy variables for major, and they're grouped together. Yeah. So for example, the first one, the first case, it's 1 means it's labeled as 1, showing he's majoring in physics. So in the physics, in this dummy variable, he's 1. And in the other 2 dummy variables, he's 0. Yeah, that's it. 3 dummy variables. We have only 22 minutes left. Regression. We merely talk about the very initial step of regression. Yeah. So fast. That's so fast. Okay. So I try to so you have I will show you. Now I tell you what you are going to do next after class. You need to create nominal scale into dummy variables for the other data set. Do you understand me? The other data set, I mean research motivation. Research motivation. You transform the nominal scale into dummy variables for that data. Then do you have Amos already on your laptop? Not yet. You need to install Amos. Install Amos. Or is it necessary for us to further talk about Amos structural image model?
Yes.
You think it's necessary? You want to you want to learn?
Yeah.
Okay, then you install that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you install. Then yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah. If you have any problems, you can ask for help. Ask Musa for help. You can ask for your name. Gentle. You can ask her for help. Chen Lan. Oh, that's beautiful name. And easy to pronounce. Yeah. Chen Lan. Good. You're from Jemputai. Okay. And you're Chinese too. Good. Yeah. Okay. So because we can modify our plans. So because we think we have only 5 times left, only 5 weeks left. Yeah. But if you want to stay focused on SPSS, we can talk about more. SPSS. But if you want to know more, to know about structural equation modeling, then we move on to SEM. Yeah, this is of course is new. It's more advanced. It's more advanced. More complex. Yeah. But as I said just now, you're clever. No big deal for you. So we okay. So the next time maybe I may use half of the class for regression, and then we move on to Amos. So you need to install Amos before next time. Yeah. So you can ask them, how many of you already installed Amos? How many of you? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what? You, 5 or 6 of you already installed. So they will be there. Okay. So if you have any problems, go to them. Ask them. Okay. Okay. So now I have created dummy variables for these nominal scales. Then in regression, how do we deal with them? How do we deal with them? Pay attention. For these nominal scales, for these dummy variables, we have to select one of them as reference group. As reference group. The reference group will not be regressed, which means the reference group will not be used or will not be dragged into the regression model. Okay, I explain more. For example, how many dummy variables for gender? 2. Male, female. I have 2 dummy variables for gender. I need to choose one of them, either of them, as the reference group. As the reference group. Reference. What is reference group? What is reference? What does reference mean? Reference, which means this group is being compared to, right? This is reference because it will be used for comparison, right? Yeah. So the reference group will not be used in the regression model. It will not drag into the regression model. Instead, all the other dummy variables will be used in the regression model. For example, suppose I use male as the reference. Use male in the reference as the reference. So male will not be used in the regression model. Instead, female will be used in the regression model. Okay. Again, for example, for major, we have 3 dummy variables, right? 3 dummy variables. Now, how to choose one of them as the reference group? As the reference group, choose one of them. Which is better? Which is suitable for reference group? Physics, social science, life science. Which is better? More suitable for reference. Social science, right? Yeah, because physics, engineering, life science, they all natural science, right? Yeah, so if we use social science as the reference group, we can use natural science compared with social science, right? Yeah, so for example, I can use social science as the reference group. So and this dummy variable will not be dragged into the regression model. Instead, all the other P and L will be dragged into the regression model. That's how we use dummy variables. So next time, I will explain the details of the regression. I use 30 to 40 minutes to explain regression and how to report regression. Then we go to SEM demos. Okay, so much for today. So much for today. This is what it's wrong. It's wrong. They belong to different dimensions. You can have use items different. This is a single dimension, right? Single dimension. But this one dimension. Yeah, this belongs to identify these items. They belong to different dimensions. How can you use them as a single dimension? You need to use mean score for intrinsic as an indicator for these legends. You use the mean score for identify as the indicator for this legend. And you follow this pattern and use the mean score for this one. But my suggestion is that you use the different dimensions as separate legend variables because you want to differentiate the functional roles of these different motivation profiles. You use them as one single legend file. How can you differentiate their functional roles? I mean, intrinsic or separate legend. This indicator, right? Indicator. Identify a separate and its indicator. And all the others. We need social engagement at the but yeah, if the very large big large, you can use the separate plan. Okay, compare which mode is better, which option is better. That's it. Yeah. Academic it's safe for both. Academic engagement accessing really big data needs for emotional, needs for cognitive, needs for behavioral equations. No, they cannot as one dimension. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you modify your model. Yeah. So when you try to fit data with your model, it's going to take time. You have to be patient. You have to try to find which is the best model, which is the best result for your research. So you try every possible solution. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So much. Yeah. Yeah, you need to send.
Yeah, yeah. 大概
The company that this one. You are the one who is expert. Which one? Let me see.
No,
How how do you calculate the minute before starting? Before starting. Yes, because it's up on the back. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, can you please so that they can find it? That I see. Both it. Yeah, that's people. Yeah. You, why? Interviewing and interview. Yeah. So when you put that way, you'll be seen, you'll be flipped. What? Change the camera. Hey. You, oh, yeah. Come. Yeah, I know. You are writing using right hand, but you'll be seen using left hand. Oh, we don't know. You're using remote? No, good thing we know. Because when you put like this, you'll be seen you're using this hand or talking there. You're like, you're going to reverse. So you just change the remote. You borrowed it. Yeah. So you need to put this. We need to change. And this phone, you're supposed to be offline because somebody will call you. If someone call you, yeah, to cut. Yeah. So put in the phone. Yeah. Right. How? Oh. Yeah. Okay. What are the techniques? For now, we don't know. When you start, you press on this. This is very. Yeah. It's okay. Yes, but now I stop. Yeah. So just press. Oh, when you start, when you start, you press that. Okay. Yeah. We are. Oh, I will speak. Yeah, it's yeah. And when you you are visible. When you end, you press the press. Yeah. It means that. Yeah, it will be the video if you already. So I don't know where I can. one I'm going to. Okay, you're both seeing. You can press and then you can see. Press and then go and press first. Press. Go and check. Then you come back and press it. You see it's working? Yeah, it's working. Okay, stop. Go and confirm. Yes. Yeah. So if you are ready, continue. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Musa. Musa will contact you. I found that here. Yeah. Jadi over experience of Adam to life how do you feel when you pass a life to the child experience? How do you feel? What major change have you faced when it's a challenge you face? Like reach out and what. What strategy have you used to cope with the the strategy have you used to cope? Yeah. How do you expect to provide benefits when you how you describe the support provided by the yeah. As you, how do you want the situation to activate? Each question, each answer is correct. Kamu ni udah pagi ya. Ya, kemana pun mau por. Kalau dicari, ada ya sini tahu ya, ini yazini yajya ntabwo yari gufata ariko ubu iri kwirahakana ibiri gufata ntabwo yakubwira ko nyuma tutagiye urabe nicaye je mbona nko neza ngo ibyo tuboneka nawe kumbona urimo kabisa ubwo rero ko nabona kubona uri nimba utangiye ubu kuriya ntabwo twagafashe ibiti
Yeah, I'm watching program. Get ready. Get ready. What? Yeah. But yeah. Listen to the no.
Yeah, thank you very much for having this interview. I appreciate it as a part of the purpose of this interview is to understand personal experience regarding social cultural adaptation of that the first year international. But there is no like a long answer, so I encourage you to speak openly and honestly about your experience. So allow me to start this interview. So this interview is all about the personal experience there. So the first, I can ask, can you describe your overall experience of adapting a life at Noma University?
Thank you very much, Mr. Me, I'm ready to give you five important answers.
Thank you very much. So now you can start by, can you talk about your overall experience of adapting a life at Noma University?
Oh, thank you very much. My overview about the experience of my life in Europe and or in general in China. First of all, it was very difficult to adapt while we arrived here because it was like a new milieu, it was like a new place to adapt. So we meet with the different people, different culture, yeah, different students from different countries. So it was difficult and hard, but step by step, we've adapted, contacting people that we met here, some people, seniors, professors, and so on. So now we are already accustomed with China in general and life in China and particular life in the Northeast University campus.
Thank you very much for oh, how did you feel when you first arrived in China and began your study?
Oh, first of all, when I arrived in China, I made both sides. First of all, I was very happy that at the side I was on the other end. I was very scared because arriving here, I feel alone. I feel desperate to be alone here. But after I was very, very happy when I already get accustomed with the new students with the different students with the seniors, and I was very, very happy.
You, what can you describe the challenges that you have faced while adapting to university and the Chinese society in general?
Oh, okay. The challenges are so many, but I may know that first of all, the first challenge I met here in China campus was the Chinese language.
Oh,
I didn't experience the Chinese language. When you go to the market, you use Chinese language. When you go everywhere, when you go to take a taxi, something like that. Also, another challenge it was food, Chinese food, because Chinese food was somehow different from what we eat in Africa, especially in my country, in the Burundi country. Those are the major challenges that I may say that I have experienced, but step by step I have already overcome.
have you experienced homesickness or loneliness outbreaks during your adaptation process?
No homesickness, no work. I didn't get any illness. Yeah, I was still safe with my good health. Yeah.
What is the strategy have you used to support the adaptation journey?
Okay, thank you very much. The strategy that I use is copy First of all, I approached my seniors of different countries, and unfortunately, even I didn't find any Burundian here, but I approached other students step by step, and they are very kind, and they show different ways how they do things, and that way I was to know about the campus, about the China.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for providing that. How would you describe the support provided by North Islamic University?
Well, I may describe it that about the support of our university for international students. It was a very, very well and a very huge. I appreciate so much because they always beside us. They support in everything. They provide us with different information in the WeChat group. Always everything is up to date is on. Following that, now I appreciate so much North Eastern University.
Thank you very much for taking your time of participating in this interview. Your contribution is highly appreciated.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah,
Really good. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. 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 Ah, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much. I've done the first one, and tomorrow we do another one like that, so that you will see how many participants that we are expecting. 5 and 8. Yeah, 5 to 8. Yeah. Thank you. Ah. Ah. Intuition. Yeah. People has to look for something to put me belly, and I will turn up. Yes. The lesson of qualitative. They are trading gas. Trading gas. Let's go to the little interview in our home country.
You feel free.
Feel free. Yeah, that is the purpose. I see. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. See you guys. This is me. Monday. And this study was beyond myths. Where did the last drama in the right? So listen to the diverse places of times. That's the only that is make the formation of body new. The participants
How are you?
I'm
Enjoying the result the book. The windows are open. And that's a problem.